Over the past decade, a phrase has started appearing more frequently in financial discussions. Ethereum is the digital oil of the new financial system. At first glance, the comparison sounds dramatic. Oil powers the physical economy, transportation, manufacturing, energy. So, what does Ethereum power? Not factories, not vehicles, but increasingly financial activity on digital networks. To understand this comparison, we need to look at how financial systems operate. Every financial system requires infrastructure. The banks rely on payment rails, markets rely on clearing systems, institutions rely on settlement networks. None of these are visible to most of users, but without them, finance cannot function. Ethereum is emerging as a new kind of infrastructure, not owned by a single country, not operated by a single company, but maintained by a distributed global network. On this network, transactions can be processed, assets can be issued, and agreements can execute through smart contracts. Each of these actions requires computational resources, and those resources are paid using either the native asset of the network. This is where the digital oil analogy begins to make sense. Just as the oil fuels the industrial activities, either fuels the network activity. When usage increases, demand for that fuel naturally rises, not because of speculation, but because the system requires energy to operate. Today, Ethereum supports a growing range of activity. Stablecoin transfers worth billions of dollars daily, tokenized assets representing real-world value, decentralized financial application operating cross borders, and increasingly experimentation by major financial institutions. Each interaction consumes the network resources, and each resource is priced and paid for within the system. This creates an internal economy built around usage. Now, of course, Ethereum is still evolving. Scalability challenges remain, regulation is still forming, and competing systems are developing rapidly, but the broader trend is becoming clear. Financial infrastructure is moving forward to programmable networks, and in that environment, assets that power those networks begin to resemble strategic resources, not in the physical sense, but in the structural sense. Throughout history, control of infrastructure has shaped economic power, shaping roads, energy supply, communication networks, each defined a different era. Today, financial infrastructure is entering a new phase, and Ethereum is positioning itself as one of the platforms underlying that transition. In the next episode, we explore a deeper question. If financial services can operate without traditional banks, what exactly decentralized finance is trying to build, and how far could it go? If everyone interested in this topic, please go to my YouTube channel to see check the full episode. Thank you so much.